Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's Board of Appeals hearing. Before we begin, let me introduce some members of town government that act as advisors to this board. To my left is Paul Hennings, counsel to the board. To his left is Blaise Donadio, a planner in the planning department. Now let me tell you why you're here tonight. New York State statute requires that any town that adopts zoning must also have a Board of Appeals to act as a relief valve so those persons aggrieved by strict application of the zoning ordinance can seek relief without going to court. Town board can give Board of Appeals additional powers, such as special exception approvals, site plan approvals. In Smithtown, the town board has given this board authority regarding certificate of existing use and some special exception uses. The most common kind of application before the board are area variances. Area variances deal with dimension, such as lot area, frontage, height, setback, and parking spaces. New York State statute mandates that the board must consider the following criteria in area variances. When you come to the podium to present your application, you need to address these areas. They're posted here for you. Number one, whether an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties will be created. Number two, whether the applicant has other feasible alternatives. Number three, whether variance is substantial. Number four, whether an adverse impact on the environment will be created. And number five, whether the alleged difficulty is self-created. The statute requires the board to balance the interest of the applicant and those in the neighborhood or community. This statute further requires that the board shall grant the minimum variance shall deem necessary and adequate, and at the same time preserve and protect the character of the neighborhood and the health, safety, and welfare of the community. The board has the power to impose reasonable conditions for granting variances. Regarding procedures, cases will be called in order that they are advertised. When your case is called, please come forward, submit your affidavits and mailing receipts to Mr. Donadio, and then you'll be sworn into the podium and given the opportunity to explain to the board why you need the variance. When the applicant is done speaking, all interested parties will be given one opportunity and only one opportunity to be heard. So please organize your thoughts, keep your remarks factual that are related to the case. Then I will ask the applicant to come back to the podium to answer your concerns. The board will then close the case and reserve decision. After all the hearings are closed, the board will review the cases and decide some of them. Others will be reviewed at a later date. There are three ways to find out the results of the case. Number one, you can wait until after the public hearing, but there's no guarantee the board will act on your case tonight. Number two, you can call the planning department tomorrow afternoon. And number three, applicants can wait and be notified by mail. After a hearing is closed, no additional information or testimony can be submitted by the applicant or any interested parties. Thank you. Okay. I think we're good.
All set? Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. The first case on the agenda, number 17383, John Finn, 26 Loft Road, Smithtown, the location of the property. The north side of Loft Lane, 139.89 feet west of Croft Lane. The property is zoned R43. The applicant is requesting a variance to permit an accessory structure in the required side yard. Reduce the minimum side yard from 24 to 15 feet and total side yards from 60 feet to 26 feet for a proposed 252 square foot accessory structure.
Good evening.
May I have your name, please?
Yes, my name is Nancy Lang with Long Island Pool and Patio.
Do you have a power of attorney?
This is Mr. Finn, the
I
homeowner.
need Mr. Finn first then. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay, may I have your name, please?
Yes, my name is John M. Finn,
And your address?
26 Loft Road, Smithtown, New York, 11787.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Would you like this woman to speak for you?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. I'm going to ask you to give me your name, and you're going to spell your last name for me.
Yes, my name is Nancy Lang, Nancy-Lange.
Okay, and your address,
My home address,
whatever you like to give.
My work address is 543 Middle Country Road in Quorum, New York, 11727.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You want to tell us why you're here, please?
Yes, we're requesting a variance for our proposed 14 by 18 open-air pavilion with reduced setbacks from 24 to 15 on the side yard, and the total side yard setbacks from 60 to 26. I've submitted a few photos of the proposed location, and the photos do show a party rental tent at the location, but it gives you a visual of where we would like the pavilion to be installed. The structure will be mostly screened with mature shrubbery from the front street and the neighboring views, and this poses no negative effect on the surrounding area and the neighborhood. We have submitted and received approval from the DEC on this pool and pavilion project, and we ask for your consideration on this request, and I can answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Planning?
No comments.
Gentlemen?
Comment.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved. Second.
Is really moving second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
The next case on the agenda, number 17384, Stephen Sanchizin, 39 Montrose Drive, Comac. The location of the property, the south side of Montrose Drive, 254 feet west of Tyran Street. The property is zoned R10. Thank you. The applicant is requesting a variance to reduce the side yard setback from 6 feet to 5 feet and total side yards from 28 to 18 feet for a proposed generator.
May I have your name, please?
Stephen Sanchezson,
And your address, Stephen.
39 Montrose Drive, Comac.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You want to tell us why you're here?
We're proposing to increase my property value by installing a generator. And I'd like the generator for basically maintain quality of life. We've had some hardships and with the weather and utilities. And, you know, I'm a senior citizen. I'd like to maintain my medications have to be kept at a certain temperature. And again, just quality of life, you know. And I'm only asking for 1 foot variance.
Thank you.
But there is I want to make one comment, though. They're talking about the side yard,
What?
about 18 feet. That's not correct. My
Why?
side yard is not being changed.
It's total side yard.
In the denial letter, they mentioned about 18 feet. My side property is still 23 feet. I've had a variance 20 years ago, and they said it was, you know, 14 feet on one side, 9 foot on another side. And that has not changed. The generator is not changing my property line.
No, you have to reduce it. It's basically saying you're required to have a total of 28 feet between the 2 side yards by putting the generator into one. It
Yeah, but I had a
effectively-
variance from one side on the
They
opposite.
just have to restate that. It's just part of the call of the meeting.
Because it's not 18 feet, it's still 23 feet.
But the generator would reduce that.
Yeah, but a generator's a 2x4 box. How does it
It's-
reduce my property line?
It's just the way they list it. If you consider the side yard is 14 feet or whatever it is, you reduce the amount by what the generator is. So if the generator is only 5 feet, for the purposes of zoning, you have to reduce that to say that your
Alright.
total side yards are no longer 28, they become 18 because you took,
Okay, because
All
I
that.
have a legal variance on the other side of my house,
Right.
so,
right,
okay, I wasn't sure.
no problem.
Okay. Planning? Gentlemen,
No comment.
thank you. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved. Second.
Really moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
The next case, number 17385, Vincent Pacino, 4 Shenandoah Boulevard, Nesconset. The location of the property, the west side of Shenandoah Boulevard, 100 feet south of First Street. The property is zoned R10. The applicant is requesting a variance to reduce the side yard setback from 16 feet to 7 feet for an existing 262 square foot first floor addition with 33 square foot open room attached. Reduce the side yard setback from 12 feet to 10 feet for an existing 31 square foot roof over basement entrance, and total side yards from 28 to 17 feet. Reduce the distance from any lot line from 6 feet to 0 for an existing 144 square foot pergola.
And your name, please.
Vincent Bocchino,
And your address, Vincent?
4 Shenandoah Boulevard, Nesconset.
Okay. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
All right. Would you like this gentleman to speak for you?
please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Can we
Louis
have your
Ca-
name and address?
Louis Castellano, 2693 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York.
Okay. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I'm here for Mr. Bocchino. He has several variances.
Use the mic.
He has several variances to go for. I tried to color code the survey to make it a little easier for you. The existing side yard on the shed, I believe you were at the house? You were at the
Yes, I
premises?
was.
I believe you saw this shed on the side of the house, to the left of the garage.
Mm-hmm.
That's been there for quite a few years. There's a covered patio, covered little area in the back of it. And then you go around back, there's a shed that they have built, a vinyl shed, which I have close pictures of it for you for the ZBA. There's also a trellis, open-air trellis, which they put in the area that was convenient for them, but it wasn't convenient for the zero lot line. They also have it, he also covered later on the outside basement entrance on the right-hand side of the house. All these structures have been in existence for a long time. They don't have any complaints. They haven't heard any complaints from any of the neighbors. A lot of them are well screened with shrubbery and trees and fencing, as you saw. And it's a pristine backyard, and they'd like to keep it the way it is.
Okay. Planning?
No comments?
Gentlemen?
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you
evening.
so much. Thanks. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved. Second.
Israeli moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
The next case on the agenda, number 17386, Michael Basili, 155 Old Willets Path, Smithtown, the location of the property, the southeast corner of Old Willets Path and Croft Lane. The property is zoned R43. The applicant is requesting a variance to add to a non-conforming structure and reduce the minimum front yard setback on Croft Lane from 50 to 34 feet
Open those to him.
existing.
Yeah.
Reduce the minimum side yard setback from 24 to 12 feet for a proposed 203 square foot first floor addition and 1,382 square foot second floor addition.
All right. May I have your name, please?
Michael A. Basile,
And your address.
155 Old Willets Path, Smithtown, New York, 11787.
Okay. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Try to use the mic as much as you can, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, the variance we're going for is to reduce minimum front yard from 50 to 34 and to reduce minimum side yard from 24 to 12 for a proposed addition renovation for a 6-bedroom house. We've received DEC permission
Okay.
for the build, which they've stated creates no adverse effect on the environment.
When I looked at the plans, I noticed that you're using the garage as living space.
Yes, it will be.
Just, can I ask you, You'll have no garage then to park your cars?
No garage to park the cars, but the front of the garage will be storage area. The entire 20-foot width of the garage, plus 4-foot deep, will be garage space, accessible from the garage doors. So the front 20% will be garage/storage, and the rest will be considered a great room, den. The reason I do not need a garage is because I have an accessory structure in a backyard, which is roughly 850 square feet. So I'm not lacking any space for storage in the home. So between the storage in the front of the garage that's being created during the renovation and the accessory structure, I have well over 1,000 square feet
For storage,
for storage.
right. And will you be able to park all your cars on site?
Yes. It's
Planning?
.68 the property.
I'm
It's a
sorry.
it's a full-size driveway. It's .68. I'm on a corner. I'm not lacking any space.
Planning?
No comments?
Gentlemen?
No thanks.
Thank you.
Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved. Second.
Is it really moved and second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Madam Chair, the next case on the agenda, number 17387, Decanio Management Corp. The location of the property is the north side of Lieutenant John A. Olson Lane, 443 feet east of Cambon Avenue in Smithtown. The property is zoned R21. The applicant is requesting a variance to reduce the minimum side yard setback from 16 feet to 7 feet and total side yards from 34 to 23 feet for a proposed two-story dwelling.
Good evening.
Can I have your name and address?
Vincent DeCanio, 720 Smithtown Bypass, Smithtown, New York.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You want to tell us why you're here, please?
I'm here because I plan on purchasing this two-lot subdivision that was previously approved, I believe 2006. One home faces Lieutenant John Olson, and that's where I'm asking for a variance tonight, for a side yard variance. And the other one fronts on Cambon Avenue, which is not the subject of tonight's hearing, but it is lot number 1 on the map. I have smaller renderings, Madam Chairman.
I think we have all the pictures, Vinnie. Yeah, we have plenty. Mhm.
When the map was approved, it was requested that the side yard where I'm asking for the variance, the adjacent property, be used and give to the town of Smithtown a drainage easement, which was granted, and the town of Smithtown also in their resolution of approving through this board asked for a dedication of property at the end of John Olson Lane, which we did give the deed. Accordingly, part of the request and a condition of that hearing was that on the north side of the property, we build a retaining wall, low retaining wall, to keep the water from the new home not to go into the tributary area that was given to the town for its easement. When I decided to build my own home there and downsize, so this will be my home, I felt, and I went over it with my attorney and others, that if we put the garage on the right-hand side as shown and used the foundation wall of the garage, and that would enable me to have a two-car garage, it's approximately 3,600 square feet, the home, We would accomplish what the town originally wanted with a nice stone wall, and we would still build a lower stone wall, which is shown on the survey by John Minto. We made sure that to the south that we kept the required distance of 18 feet. And since there'll never be a home to the north, and it is land that we helped the town of Smithtown with, the prior owner, Mr. Richards, who's here tonight, I felt that the request was warranted, and hopefully the board could see fit that we could get the variance. We will not be affecting any of the homes in the area in any other way, and we're not asking for any other variances, including, you know, height, FAR, et cetera.
Planning?
No comments?
Gentlemen?
No, thanks.
No question.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Come up, please. May I have your name, please?
My name's Edward Richards,
And spell your last name.
Richards,
Okay. And your address.
5 Talmadge Road, Northport, New York.
Okay, raise your right hand, please. You swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do. I just wanted to make a slight correction. That drainage area was an easement which was given to the town by Stuart Benson. He's my neighbor. So it wasn't given to the town by me, that easement. But I did dedicate the property or give the property at the end of Lieutenant John Olson to the town, which would allow access from Lieutenant John Olson. So just a slight correction.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved. Second.
Ready, moved, and closed. All in favor?
Aye.
I should say. The end. I know. You're trying to get out of here.
That's it? Well, you never know.
That concludes our hearings for tonight. Thank you so much.